Hi, good evening, Mr. Mahalingam. So I think it's been almost 7 years that I have been knowing you, and it has been like being a part of the Netcon family. But today, what I'm seeing is a person as a Mahalingam, and what I would like to hear from you is about you, how this entire journey had started. What do you think about the technology trends? So I'll start with the first question, where I want to know what were those early memorable experiences that set you on this infrastructure leadership journey?
Okay, thank you, Diksha, and thank you for hosting me in this show. Actually, I started using computers from my 12th grade when I took computer science as an optional subject in my 12th grade. And from that time onwards, I got fascinated in computers, and that's why I took my undergraduate course specializing in computer science. So during those days in my college, I had a good overview of fundamental aspects of computer science, and I was so hooked up to the technology and how computing can transform the society. So with that, I decided to pursue my career in computer science and the IT related areas. During my tenure in the college as a professor and as a person responsible for setting up the entire computing facilities within the institute, I got an opportunity to learn the practical aspects about computers and the IT infrastructure, networks, and so on. So that gave me really the motivation to pursue a career in the IT infrastructure, especially networking, because I was involved during my stint in my college, which is REC Trichy. Now it is called as NIT Trichy. So there, I had the opportunity to set up the internet connectivity for the first time. One of the first institutions to get internet connectivity in Tamil Nadu. That was way back in 1994. So we had established a network, one of its kind in India. In fact, at the time, it was considered to be the largest network in the country, and also we provided internet access to almost all students in the campus, and everyone had an email ID in 1994 itself. So that gave me the experience of the power of internet and the power of connectivity. So then the journey started from there, and it is continuing.
Great, great. So, what I would like to ask next is about like I don't want you to call as a veteran, but yes, the kind of experience and the journey you have been through. So, you have witnessed so much of immense growth and change in IT infra since the early days. So, take us back to the moment that set you on the journey to becoming a leader in this field. What fueled your initial fascination and commitment?
So, as I said, my tenure in NIT Trichy as a professor and the administrator, system administrator involved in setting up of the computing facilities is the turning point in my career. So I was there for 4 years in NIT Trichy
Yeah.
after my graduation. So that was a great learning experience for me, and I've learned, in fact, more. I've learned a lot of practical aspects of computers and networking, and I had the freedom to create my own lab and freedom to try with various technologies, some of the state of the art technologies during those times. And I had the opportunity to work in different computing systems and different operating systems and different computing platforms. I set the tone for my career, and so that was, I think, those 4 years are the defining moment for me in my professional journey.
I think when the basic milestone you have achieved in your life, it brings more clarity and vision towards the life. And I think you had lived up to that. So with this, I'll move to my next question, where I would like to like You have been, this journey has been very prestigious, and I'm sure that there have been many remarkable feats. But let's talk about few key feats that make you beam with professional pride. And when you look back on them, you say that yes, I am proud of working on this. So can you single out a project or two that made you feel that sense of accomplishment, that yes, this is something I have achieved?
Yeah, yes, I would like to refer a couple of projects. One which was executed during my early stages in my career, and the one which is recent, relatively recent project. The first one was in 1997. After my stint in NIT Trichy, I started on my own. During that time, we had the opportunity to work with one of the largest infrastructure finance companies in the country, infrastructure financial institution in the country. So they had offices across the country, and they wanted to establish a network interconnecting their offices. So there were multiple options. So one of the options which was quite popular is to have lease line connectivity between their offices. So that is, you use BSNL or use the DOT to provide lease circuits, point to point lease circuits between the offices. So point-to-point lease lines are quite expensive, and in fact, during those times they were prohibitively expensive, and there were a lot of other challenges associated with having lease lines. So during that time, internet was just launched in the country, and BSNL is the organization which provided the internet connectivity to the enterprises, and with internet connectivity just started, we proposed the customer, why don't we go for a VPN? So at the time, nobody really knew about VPN, and we proposed to the customer that by going for a VPN, you can get the same kind of performance, but at a fraction of the cost, because you don't have to have a long distance lease line circuits. So we established a VPN, IPsec based VPN, way back in 1997, interconnecting multiple offices of this financial institution using dial-up ISDN internet connectivity. It was a great moment to see all three offices across three different locations in the country to be operated like a single network, single secure network. And I think I would say that this is one of the first VPN projects in the country. So that was one project which I would like to quote, uh, as a as an achievement early in my career. The second one is the recent one, which is the design of the IT infrastructure, both the network and wireless and various IT systems for the Mumbai International Airport, and that was in 2012, and that's where we got the experience of working in a large scale IT infrastructure project of scale and complexity of an airport, where there are about 25 to 30,000 endpoints of multiple systems with critical communication requirements, which is critical for the airport operations. So we designed and implemented the complete a service provider like IT infrastructure for Mumbai International Airport. Of course, we worked as a consultant for the project, and the implementation was done by another service provider. But it was a great experience of designing and implementing large IT infrastructure for a very complex project like an airport. So these are the two projects which I want to mention as a key achievement as far as me personally is concerned, as well as for the organization.
I believe, yes, when you are able to bring something out of the box, it's literally a moment of pride for anyone. And I think you have lived up to that mark. And I think today people who are following up, or who admires you a lot, they all are living up to that dream. I think the COVID has brought so many so much of focus on this technology innovation, what we are talking about, though these all were existing. But I think there was the discussion was not there. It was not a hot topic to discuss about. So like this, I think there are topics like quantum computing, AI presence, which has increased drastically in last 12 to 24 months, I would say. So such technology shifts are underway, right? So in 2019, Google demonstrated that a quantum computer could perform an elastic calculation in 200 seconds. We are seeing so many more buzzworthy technologies, AI, metaverse, and all. How you witnessed any technology having unconventional but impactful use case that surprised you?
So, if you ask me, because I'm an old timer as far as the technology is concerned, relatively an old timer. So I would say that the internet itself is a disruptive technology. So I would, it is a internet is the mother of all inventions or technology disruptions as far as this technology era is concerned. So that itself is a the way the internet is created, the way the internet operates, the way internet gives a lot of freedom to innovate, and it has enabled a lot of disruptions in the technology space in the past for the past 30 years. And apart from that, I would say today, recently, AI is one such technology disruption, which I feel is something is going to change the way the technology is consumed by the by both the consumers as well as the enterprises. And though the AI has been there for quite some time, and in fact, I've worked with some of these concept AI concepts. In fact, very early during my college days. So I worked in AI as well as neural networks. Neural networks are the one. What we call as deep learning is earlier they were called neural networks. Basically, the back end of deep learning is neural networks. So I did a project in neural networks in 1992. Those days, the AI and the neural networks were it was a there was a big hype about it, but within the academic community. But today, it has become a reality thanks to the evolution of computing, and the raw computing power available today makes those technologies more meaningful today, and it is creating disruption in whatever we do.
Interesting. I think this is one of the interesting example I was expecting. But what is one thing that you are currently excited about in the IT or digital infrastructure industry?
AI is the one which I'm looking forward to. I'm more excited about the potential AI has in transforming. And of course, there's a lot of hype about AI, and I feel some of them are overhyped. But over a period of time, we will come up with a lot of practical use cases of AI, which will change the way we do things. The way we learn, the way we uh, the way we do business, the way we interact with customers. So everything will change with the evolution of AI. We got some distance to travel, but the pace in which the technology is progressing, the pace in which the computing power is growing, I think the next few years it'll be golden years for AI, and that's going to. I'm so excited to see how AI is going to transform the world.
Yeah, I think everyone is very much keen about this topic, and
Yeah,
everyone is looking forward to that change. Like AI, there's a much hyped topic again about cloud.
yeah,
Cloud is something which was there in the rarest corner of the world, but everyone was thinking about it, but no one was talking in depth about it.
Right.
So, and like, I want to know, what do you think will be the biggest challenge for cloud provider in 2024, and how do you think they will address it?
See, I think the biggest challenge for the cloud providers would be AI itself. So, AI and machine learning demands a huge computing power. Workloads are highly computational intensive and it consumes a lot of energy. So, I think the cloud providers will have challenges in scaling up their data center infrastructure for providing workloads for AI, and also this leads to the question of sustainability. So you consume more power, and so it demands more electricity. It demands the need for more electricity. So which in turns brings up the question of sustainability. So the data centers will be more looking to power the data centers through alternative energy sources, and also I feel that. This will also lead to more and more edge data center coming up with solar powered or alternate energy source powered edge data centers. The data centers will move from hyperscaler centralized data center approach to more edge data center. So the processing will more happen at the edge. So the data center, they said the cloud providers will be challenged with a lot of data generated at the edge. So they will have to come up with the appropriate strategies for edge data centers as well.
Yeah, I truly believe that. So, and how do you see edge computing evolving in next few years, and what impact will it have on this IT digital infrastructure journey?
Yeah. So uh, today, again, if you see the whole computing, the IT journey, which I've seen for the last 30 years, 35 years, that the infrastructures are happening in a cycle. So those days, it used to be one centralized mainframe, and users are connecting to the mainframe through dumb terminals. That is the endpoints without any processing capacity. All processing capacity has happened at the mainframe computers, and at those days the reliability of the connectivity is less. So all the computing happened at the central location, and the only the users use the terminals to interact with the computers. And then with the advent of LAN and the connectivity becoming more and more reliable, people started going for distributed computing, where every computer, every user, with the evolution of personal computer, every computer has got its own computing power, and the users executed their applications in the local computer itself, and probably stored the servers stored the data in a central server. And subsequently, with the evolution of internet, again, the internet becomes more reliable, and become more faster. What happened was people started hosting applications at the cloud, at the central servers, and the users consume those applications from their wherever they were. But again, the cycle is now reversing, like with more and more, with lots and lots of data being generated at the edge. So with a lot of video and machines generating a lot of data. The more amount of data is generated at the edge, and it is important that these data have to be stored and processed locally, and taking all these data to the central cloud data center. It is not only it is going to be expensive, but also it is going to introduce latencies in terms of processing and decision making, and communicating that decision back to the factory or back to the edge. So, uh, so uh, with this evolution of more things are connected and more data generated at the edge, it is very critical that the enterprises establish data centers at the edge in order to consume the data which is generated locally, and also have the connectivity to the central data center at the cloud, so that the edge data center and the central cloud data center, they all work in sync and work like a single computing platform for the enterprise. So it's becoming very important and critical for enterprises to have edge data centers, and it's important that the organization see edge data center is an important component of their digital transformation journey.
The kind of thought process you're having and the kind of pointers you're giving, I think we all are on the right path, and somehow the vision is very much clear and how to address the challenges. So like this, the how we are talking about cloud and the edge computing and the AI, there is even more interesting topic which is there, very much famous, and every third person is talking about is about security.
Yeah.
So I want to know about it. Like, what do you think will be the most significant cybersecurity threat in 2024, and how can organization prepare for it?
So, security is a never ending problem, as long as you are connected and you adopt IT and digital transformation. So, it is going to be there forever, and you are not going to you're not going to have a magic solution which is going to kind of solve all the cybersecurity problems available today. As far as the enterprises are concerned, ransomware is one of the major challenges for the enterprises. No, ransomware uses a lot of other attack techniques. They could use social engineering, they could use phishing, or they can plant malware in your computers in order to do a ransomware attack. So I'm seeing that as far as enterprises are concerned, ransomware is the threat they have to look out for. And with the availability of high performance computing at a very fraction of the cost, these attacks will become more and more common. And as far as at the consumer level, that's on the ransomware on the enterprise level. At the consumer level, I feel that these cyber frauds phishing and cyber frauds are the major concerns, major challenges the consumers are faced with.
Yes.
It's quite. Sometimes I see that as technology evolve and more digital transactions happening, and so I'm. Sometimes I used to fear that how common people can kind of protect themselves from these fraudsters. So that's a big concern, and in order to mitigate this, as far as organized enterprises are concerned, there's no single technology that can solve all their security problems. So they need to they need to constantly assess their risks and threats for their enterprise, depending on what applications they are running, the information assets they are having, where they are having. So accordingly, they have to constantly assess their risks and deploy mitigation strategies, like implementing technologies which can prevent them from subjected to attacks, as well as by having a clear information security management processes. I think the enterprises can mitigate that security risks. Yeah, so the key thing for the enterprises is that while they work, while they invest in technologies to protect them from attacks, they cannot
Hmm.
100% be assured of being protected from attacks. The another thing is also another important thing is that how the organization manage or are resilient to such attacks. So, say let's say a ransomware attack happens. So, if the organization has really prepared for such an attack, they would have got a business continuity plan. They would have got they would have had a proper backup and business continuity in place. So it's very important for the organization not only uh, to 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 have strategies for preventing attacks, but also to manage or to be resilient when an attack happens. So so both are very important for the organization.
Correct. Right. I think this seems a point to everyone. So, how do you see the use of generative AI for phishing evolving in the next few years, and what impact it will it have on cybersecurity?
So, so I don't know. Actually, generative AI is more. I see there's a lot of hype around generative AI, and generative AI. See, typically, I see that as a tool for understanding your questions in natural language and providing answers to it based on the knowledge base available on the internet or based on the knowledge base it has been trained on. But having said that, AI itself is a very important technology development, and it can using AI you can process large amount of it can learn patterns, or it can learn behaviors of of a user or of a hacker or of or even say traffic is happening, the network traffic is happening within an enterprise. So with machine learning and deep learning, it's possible to determine the abnormal behavior or abnormal patterns from the large amount of data. So which definitely helps to identify, say for example, phishing emails or phishing messages can be identified by these technologies using AI, like an expert. So like an expert, if you are a professional user, IT user of emails and the internet, by looking at an email, you would be able to say whether it is a normal email or a phishing email. The same thing can be done using AI. So AI also can learn, they can differentiate a normal email from a phishing email. But you've got to understand one thing is that the same AI is also available for the hackers. So the
Yes.
hackers also can use the same AI to circumvent such detection techniques. So it's always a cat and mouse game between the hackers and the people who are trying to prevent the hackers. And I would say that the hackers is always leading the race. So the others are, I mean, the others are people are doing catch up game with the hackers
Yeah.
as far as the technology usage is concerned. So the hackers leverage the technology much faster than much quicker than the people who are trying to solve the or prevent the hackers from attacks. So I think so. AI again, it's a double-edged sword as far as the security is concerned. But I'm sure these technologies will continue to evolve, and it will continue to help the customers to stay protected from such attacks.
Yeah, I think it's more about the general awareness to
Yeah,
the end user. The
yes,
kind of awareness you give, I think that can only stop this cybersecurity threat which is happening nowadays.
right. Yeah, so user awareness is very very important in any enterprise. It's very important that the both the service providers as well as the enterprise IT department or the CISO or the security organization within a, within an enterprise, on a continuous basis they create awareness among the users on
Yeah.
the new types of attacks, the new type of phishing methods people follow. So user awareness is a very very important component of securing your enterprise.
Yeah. So, last question of the for the cyber security. With the increasing focus on high performance computing, how do you think it will impact the cyber security industry in 2024?
The high performance computing, it enables, it enables AI, and again, high performance computing, with high performance computing and bringing AI, because you are able to run AI workloads, in analyzing huge traffic within an enterprise or across the internet, and you are able to identify the patterns, and you are able to analyze various attacks and various threats uh, in uh, in a much faster manner, and you can provide quick response against such attacks. So it's high performance computing definitely helping mitigate the security incidents and attacks in a much faster way.
Yeah. So I think as the technology is transforming every time we are innovating new things, so there are positive and there are negative, but we all have to bear with it, whatever it is,
Absolutely,
because
absolutely.
it is at the end of the day, it is all developed by the humans for the
Yeah,
humans.
yeah, yes.
So it's all
So
about that only.
yeah, so I always used to quote that, when you have a house, if you don't, you need to have, you want to keep a lot of valuables in your house, okay? But you need to have a door and window, right?
Yeah.
So once you have a door and window, definitely you have you have a weaker point for thieves to attack, right? So the
Yes.
same way, when you're using technology, when you're using connectivity for your business transformation, or you're scaling your business, or for improving efficiency of your business, it comes with associated negative aspects. So, and you need to weigh the pros and cons of embracing a technology, and always the benefits of the technology is much higher than the pitfalls. Uh, so the only thing is that you need to be aware of the risks involved in embracing a particular technology, and you need to be prepared for it, for mitigating it whenever an incident happens.
2 years back when the IMC happened, and Honorable Prime Minister had given his first speech about officially making the 5G rollout happening and everyone talking about it. I think we were also part of it. And we feel proud that yes, we are there and we are somehow matching the pace. So, what I want to know is 5G rollouts are picking up steam globally. Where do you see the biggest impact on infrastructure?
So, 5G is a technology which I've been following for the past couple of years, and I felt that has got a lot of potential in driving the digital transformation within the enterprises. So today, 5G provides not only faster connectivity, but also provides a platform for enterprises to have a newer or a redefined edge computing infrastructure. If you look at 5G, at the consumer level, 5G provides altogether a different experience, and it provides very high speed, and it enables rich applications like AR, VR, kind of applications. So users can have immersive applications. Consumers can have immersive applications with the high speed available at, with 5G. At the enterprise level, I believe that 5G is going to transform the way the connectivity is there in factories and in large infrastructures like ports, airports, mining, and various industries. It is going to transform the way things are connected, and it provides not only it provides high speed connectivity, but also it provides reliable low latency connectivity, wireless connectivity. See, the alternate to 5G for enterprise wireless is using Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi has got it is available everywhere. It is low cost. It provides high speed. But one important thing that it is not provided Wi-Fi is predictable and reliable connectivity, which 5G provides. So factories, in factories, when there are machines, mission critical devices, as well as in various industries like transportation and mining, where you want to connect, you want to have reliable connectivity between various machines, various things, and various devices. You want to have reliable connectivity, and 5G provides that connectivity. As a technology, 5G not only offers high speed but also offers high reliability. So I believe that this feature of 5G will revolutionize the digital transformation in the industries that I've said earlier, like manufacturing industry, mining industry, and airports and ports and so on. And it also enables a lot of use cases, such as new use cases such as machine vision based applications within factories and within various industries. So you can have high speed video transported with low latency and processed at the edge data center, and the decision can be conveyed back to the machine or a robot within a predictable time interval. So this enables a lot of use cases, and I do believe that I do also believe that the factories will adopt 5G as a means of communication in connecting their machines for a digital revolution for creating a true digital factory. So currently, 5G, 5G, you need a really a good use case for deploying 5G, because the cost of deploying 5G and managing 5G is quite high, and it cannot be used as a means of just providing connectivity. So you need to have a very compelling use case for adopting 5G. But I expect that as times the next few years, the 5G will be available. The equipments will be available at much lower cost, and the adoption also will become more prevalent among the industries. So it's a very important technology that we should look for, and I think it is going to transform the way certain industries are connected.
So, what do you think will be the most significant impact of 5G on the IT digital infrastructure journey in 2024?
Yeah, so I see the 5G. One is on the service provider level. I think most of the service providers have now migrated to 5G, their infrastructure to 5G, and consumers are enjoying the high speed connectivity of the 5G. And as far as the enterprises are concerned, the adoption of private, what we call as a private 5G for enterprises and factories, the adoption is quite slow for various reasons. As I said earlier, because of the cost and because of the regulatory frameworks, the adoption has been slow. But I'm sure in 2024 or in the coming years, the adoption is going to be significant. It provides a platform, an edge computing platform, in which applications can be seamlessly run at the edge data center. It provides a platform for redefining the edge computing. So the with the kind of with the kind of platform defined as part of the 5G standard, I think if it is adopted properly, it is going to provide a lot of benefit to the industries in transforming to Industry 4.0 and a digital enterprise, and leveraging the edge computing technology which is provided by 5G.
Yeah, yeah. I think it is critical also for the industries which works on the timelines where eh, like the production kind of environment where everything counts, every seconds counts.
Right,
So I think 5G enables them
right,
for a better output.
right.
So with the increasing adoption of 5G, how do you think it will impact the cybersecurity and cloud computing industries in 2024?
Yeah. See, with 5G, we are going to see more and more integration of the IT and the OT systems. Um, the OT systems are the operational technology systems, is
Yeah.
actually your production systems and your manufacturing assembly lines and so on. So there, the PLCs or the SCADA systems are those operational or robots, and these are going to be connected through 5G, and they are going to be integrated with your IT systems. So today, the IT systems are all in the cloud, and they are exposed to the rest of the world. You have to provide access to your IT systems to various stakeholders of your organization. So when this IT OT integration takes place, security is a major concern. So you are exposing your OT systems to those security risks, and it can an attack on the OT systems can have far-reaching consequences. It can bring an assembly line down, or it can potentially create a safety hazard for the people working in those manufacturing or in those factories. So security is one major challenge which people have to address when they adopt 5G and then when they do IT/OT integration. So
Yeah.
that's the single most important challenge I feel. Yeah,
Like this, we have one more hot topic right now which is going on. That is sustainability.
yeah.
I think everyone has been talking about we want to make it more sustainable. How can we do that? And I know for sure we being part of Netcon, we have our own plans. So I want to know that sustainability has become a pressing priority across sectors. What role does IT infrastructure play here?
I mean, the first thing to consider is that today IT has become a significant contributor to carbon emissions. The more IT you use, the more cloud you use, the more endpoints you have, the more connected you are. Your IT equipment are consuming power, and in turn, it is indirectly contributing to the carbon emissions. And when you have more IT equipment, it generates a lot of heat, and also you need more air conditioning to remove those heat. So that's why data centers are the single largest energy guzzlers in the world. So it is important that any organization or anybody who's thinking about an IT initiative, let's say they want to they are thinking about an AI project for a specific, they should also consider the environmental impact it is going to have. So yeah. The second part is that how the IT infrastructure is helping, or it is helping the sustainability costs with the connectivity. available. So it's easy to measure various aspects of your environmental and sustainability factors. So you can monitor in real time what are your various usage of your the natural resources, and also the impact it is going to have on the environment. You will be able to devise measures to reduce or to minimize the usage of such natural resources. So the first and foremost thing is to measure, which the IT and the network, the IoT, IT, and the connectivity technology is going to help. And using AI and other technologies, it is possible for us to analyze the data that we have collected from various sensors and various sources, and these data can be analyzed, and it can be used to generate a lot of insights for us to devise mitigation strategies for reducing the carbon footprint and minimizing the usage of natural resources, thereby moving towards a sustainable organization.
Great.
Yeah.
So, I want to know that sustainability has become a crucial priority across industries,
Right.
and we have seen IT leaders making major commitments in this area lately.
Right.
So, how do you encourage IT's role in sustainability when planning massive initiatives? Do you want to share any challenge or lesson learned in balancing environmental aim with other stakeholder interests?
Yeah. So, as I said, any not just IT in an organization, any initiative should look at the sustainability angle. Since you asked this question with respect to the IT leaders, so as I said earlier, the IT leaders, whenever they take an initiative, okay, they should assess the impact of that application or that initiative on how it is going to impact the environment. So once you do that, and basically, the end of the initiative should ensure that the natural resources used is the most optimum. And so when you make a choice about the cloud or the data center, so the leaders can look at look at choosing a service provider, or look at choosing a technology which uses the most optimum energy for getting the same outcome. And they can embrace those service providers and those technologies which are energy efficient and which provides less impact to the environment. Yeah, and the world is moving towards net zero. So everybody talks about net zero. See how the enterprises sources the energy from. So whether they can use renewable energy sources such as solar, and they can also look at cooling technologies which are energy efficient, which recycles water, and so on. So that way they can move towards net zero. So the IT leaders have got more responsibility to use technology in a responsible way to ensure sustainability within the organization.
Yeah, and I think with our initiative, we are making sure that they live up to their commitments. And I think it's necessary also the kind of change which is happening. So we should be looking forward to sustainability, because tomorrow is a generation who has to see the same environment, and they should feel that yes, this is our planet. This
Absolutely.
belongs to us.
Yeah, absolutely. As an organization, we have solutions, we have platforms which can provide the measurements and metrics. And with
Yes.
our new AI initiative, we can analyze the data, the measurements that are made over a period of time, and provide valuable insights to the organization in order to devise mitigation plan for the sustainability, for the environmental impact.
Great. I believe people must have their own takeaways by now, and I have my own. And it so I with this I'll move to the last session, and I'll be asking you a couple of questions where I request you with a prompt response. That is all about it.
I'll try
So
my best. Don't ask me any tough questions.
no, today it's all about Mahalingam. It's not about
Right.
the leadership right now. It's about all about Mahalingam, what he thinks, and about the journey. So my first question to you is, with your seasoned lens, what's an example of hype technology that never quite lived up to its expectations?
Okay. If you ask me the technology, I mean, during my career, okay, I would say the most hyped technology during my early career was a technology called ATM. It is a networking technology called asynchronous transfer mode.
Uh,
So it was a much hyped networking technology, and people have been so gung-ho about it, but ultimately it failed to live up to its hype.
so, what is the single most important piece of advice you wish you could go back and tell your younger self when you stepped first into this industry?
I mean, I would have advised him to continue pursuing AI because I started working in AI during my college days, but I stopped working on it because we couldn't see a big commercial use case during those time. So I would have pursued AI. Hey, don't stop pursuing AI. Continue pursuing AI.
My next question is, as we look at the next 3 to 5 years, what most excites you when you think about the future of enterprise infrastructure innovation?
As far as the IT infrastructure is concerned, the whole infrastructure is becoming software driven, and it is all cloud centric. I would see that with AI and software defined infrastructure, the infrastructure is going to be more intelligent and secure.
So, conversely, what most concerns you?
Yeah, my most concern is security is a big concern for me,
Yeah.
and overhype on this new technology, Gen AI. It's a concern. People are quite reckless in in trying to use Gen AI everywhere, and I think I'm a little bit concerned on the overhype that Gen AI has generated so far.
Where do you see the biggest opportunities for technology leaders to drive positive impact in the coming years?
See, digital transformation continues to be the one to be focused on by the leaders. And I think coupled with new technologies such as 5G and AI, this is going to this is going to make a big impact. I think the leaders should continue looking at digital transformation coupled with the new technologies such as AI and 5G.
What is the most outdated piece of tech at your company?
I would say that the intercom on my table is still outdated. It requires a big facelift and upgrade. And I'm
Yeah.
asking my team to upgrade my phone system with a lot of these Gen AI and AI, conversational AI capabilities. I'm sure they will come up with some solution soon. And
Yeah.
the other thing, always I say that though it is not outdated, is I always ask our finance team to do away with Excel. So this Excel is something which creates data in silos, and people have data in silos at different places. I would want to. I would like to do away with Excel if it's possible.
Great. I hope that something comes true for you.
Yeah.
And what is the Netcon secret sauce for IT transformations?
Our secret sauce lies in our purpose statement itself. It is to make the technology accessible to everyone. So by this, we have a consultative approach to understand customers' requirements, business problems, and use the available technology at that point in time to solve by optimally using these technologies. So it's very important that we are closer to the customer to understand the problem, and also to be updated of the latest technology trends. So our secret sauce lies in being closer to the customer, to act as a consultants to understand their problem and solving them using technology, which we are constantly updated of ourselves.
So I think with this, we will wrap up the rapid fire round. And thank you so much. It's been quite insightful session, and I have my own takeaways from this. And the kind of light you had put on all these topic of be it AI, be it cloud, be it cyber security, be it 5G. I think we all are well prepared, and your vision on this has been very insightful. So thank you so much once again for your time.
Thank you, Diksha. It was a wonderful session, and you have been asking a lot of thought-provoking questions. And I think some of the questions I've dodged, with some generic answers. But I'm still, thankful to you and the team for giving me this opportunity to share my views on some of these latest trends happening in the industry. Thank you very much.
Done. Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.